guys, what's up? I know it's been a while since I've really updated or recorded anything. I've been super busy the last couple weeks. I haven't really been here. I did make the concrete table platform at home over the last couple weeks, which obviously I had some video of that. We're in final exam week for school. We've been super busy with baseball, and then my mother was actually visiting here this last weekend from Oregon, and so kind of took the weekend off. We also had some heavy rain, I think the weekend before that. So this heavy rain actually kind of caused this DG here to kind of wash away some of my DG here, and so I'm kind of coming back through here and just kind of trying to rake some stuff up and level some things and fill some of the holes and just kind of tamping around here through here today. I got a buddy that's coming to help me lift this thing out of my truck here. It's super heavy. I was able to get it into my truck, but we're gonna put that thing on top over here and finish up that light post later tonight once he gets here. All right, what's up, guys? I'm going to start with this border. I got this awesome flexible border. I think it's called WonderEdge. I'll have to check the box. But did some research online and found this stuff a lot better than the stuff that you buy like at Home Depot and Lowe's. Really flexible. It's got these cool grooves. I don't know if you can see this. It's got these cool grooves to put your artificial turf in, and then you stake this down. It's flexible. These come in 7.5 foot lengths. Never used this before, but this is quite a bit better than, you know, the cheap stuff that you buy. So I wanted to get a good, nice product that looks clean. And so that's what we're gonna do. I got a string line here that runs up the property line. This is the first one I'm gonna do here. I just wanted to have a matching border edge, even though we don't have turf going in here. So stuff's a little too flexible, because not too flexible, but it's definitely very flexible. I've had it in the back of my truck, so I'm using these 6-inch nails here to kind of nail this in, and then I'll kind of pack some DG up against it, you know, just so it's flush and looks good. But I'm just going to kind of use this string line as my guide through here. Try to get this as straight as possible. Pretty good. And right away, just my first initial take of this stuff is that it's a really good product. And if I have to adjust, if it's a little bit flimsy or not straight, it'll be pretty easy to pop these nails up and adjust. I'm gonna go every 3 slots with the nail here. And if I think it's not quite enough, I'll just go back in and pop some more nails in as we go. And again, I'll tuck this in, I'll backfill this with DG so that it's not quite as exposed. Trying to stay right along the string line here. It does come with these connectors too, which is, I haven't even looked at the connectors yet. I hope that they ship me all the right amounts. They're supposed to be shipping a connector per piece, I'm assuming they. This thing just slides right in here, it looks like. Right into these grooves, and connects it just kind of like a puzzle piece, and that should line up really sharp here. We'll see. Get this here. This piece is super warped here because it's been in the back of my truck. So yeah, that slides up there nice and tight there. There's a slight little tiny gap, but it doesn't look ugly. It's not bad. You got to look for it to see it, but that's how those things connect. I'm gonna keep going to work on this here. I'm just using my level all the way down as I go. I'm just kind of trying to keep this straight on the line and straight on the back end of this level, and then kind of hammering as I go. Pops into that DG pretty easy. That stuff will harden up kind of as we go, or as as it dries out. It's really wet right now because we got dumped on with the rain the other day, which has made this really easy to work with. All right, and just kind of a look from the side here of, you know, what that looks like there. And then this stuff just cuts really easy. If you need to, you know, cut it, no problem. I'm gonna do a little miter cut for the corners of the artificial turf. All right, so there's what our border looks like here on this outside thing. You can kind of see I'm kind of backfilling this in now. Excuse the dog barking at me in the next door neighbor's yard. But yeah, all I'm gonna do for this is I'm gonna just kind of scrape up this DG here. This will kind of help level out a little bit up here as well. Kind of backfill this in. Kind of the same thing I do on my baseball field with like my edges. And then what I'll do is I'll come back through once I kind of got this scraped up and level, and I'll tamp this down good with my tamp, and you know, get that nice and flush and tight in there. Got the DG pulled back tight up against this edge. Really liking how this looks right now. We're gonna start working on the edge here for the artificial turf. All right, so I got a good 45-degree miter end. I got that first stake in there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 3 feet from this wall. So what I did is I cut 3 foot off of this tube for my artificial turf, just kind of as a spacer, and because I don't have a string line dialed in here, and I'm just gonna kind of use this thing and roll it down to keep this 3 feet from that wall there as I tack this thing down across here. All right, so that's where it worked. That's what it looks like with 2 pieces together here. I ripped that one out and mitered that at a 45-degree angle. And the cool thing about this is they make these pieces in 7.5 foot increments, which, because the width of a roll of artificial turf is 15 feet. So they were really smart with that and made that really easy, so you don't have to cut or waste anything. So my turf should fit pretty much directly into that. It looks like it's a little bit wide, but I'll do a little troubleshooting here and we'll get it dialed in. And nail this one right in there. And that's pretty clean for the most part. I still want to get this tucked under here. Definitely a little bit better. And then once I kind of fill in with sand, hopefully that will kind of alleviate a little bit of the stuff here. So, but that's kind of what it looks like right there. So yeah, I'm just kind of taking this here and just kind of jamming this underneath here. And again, it's got that groove, so it's kind of, I can kind of feel it kind of popping in there a little bit. And then I'll nail this down here real good. Get a close up here. Oops, that's a little too much of a close up. All right, and now I'm just gonna tack this in. I got one nail in here, and I'm just gonna tack these in close so that I can pull the other end. All right, guys, we're at our 90-degree angle cut here. I got my 90-degree tool here, and we're just coming through here with a box knife, just cutting this straight here. Just kind of pulling a little bit, and then cutting, pulling a little bit, cutting. Trying to keep this as straight as possible. Okay, totally didn't take any footage of today's work. I've been out here, what time is it? I don't even know. I've been out here all day. Not all day, but a lot of the day. We popped some plants in here, as you can see. These guys were a pain in the butt, but we got them in. Just to kind of take you for a walk. The DG, I got to put this in. I didn't start this drip line here. I just kind of laid this out so the couple could see what it would look like. I kind of hit the pause button on the turf. I've got a lot more work to do on the turf. It's not even tacked down yet. I kind of skipped that today and went over and worked on getting all these plants in. Oh, obviously I've got these lights dialed in as well. These lights turned out really nice. I'm going to turn my light off just for a second. My spotlight just turned off so that you can see all this. Wow, that light post is really nice. Really happy with where we're at right here. It's all just kind of finally starting to come together. And again, that's what it looks like without me, shining any spotlight or anything on it. But yeah, a couple more days worth of work, I think. We got, probably a day or so of tacking in the turf, and I gotta redo the border in some spots and then bring in some sand and broom that all in. I'm gonna use my Allet C34 broom attachment for that, which is the first time I've ever used it. That'll be kind of exciting. And then I've got to re-tidy in. I got to re-hide some of these wires here that I accidentally pulled up with a rake when I was doing this, but we'll come in and clean a bunch of this stuff up. And we do obviously still need to run a drip line to these plants. That shouldn't take a ton of time. Yeah, here's where we're at here. Again, that's how that kind of pops off the brick over there. Tomorrow's the last day of final exams at school. And then I don't know if I'll be out here tomorrow or this weekend. My wife gets home from her trip on Saturday, and we've got baseball Saturday, but I'm going to try to wrap this up early next week at the very latest. So, all right.